Hi everyone, my name is Joelle and I did the recording and the mixing for two of CRC's small projects, Precious Time and A Plan. Okay, so what my experience was like working on these two projects was, first of all, it was very enjoyable. Like I just enjoy editing music in general, but it was also like quite different from what I'm used to. I record on my own like quite a lot for fun, and it's usually just like me with my own ideas. I ask a friend to like sing for me, and it's really just for fun, like no like deadlines or anything. I re-record as many times as I want. With these two projects, it involved more musicians, more vocalists, and even the MDs collaborating with more people, and so that meant having more ideas like on my plate. Working with different ideas, like other than my own, was a very like refreshing experience. What I found like challenging. So taking these different opinions into account when like I'm working on the song and how it sounds like. And one of the biggest challenges was actually like listening to like the MDs, the music directors' ideas and vision, and like making sure that the song sounded like how they envisioned it to sound like. And besides that, because like working with like more people, so that just meant like multitasking between the different tracks for the different instruments and like having more than one vocalist, especially with like a deadline. And like just working with more people, it's harder to like get together to find like a time to record. The time frame was quite challenging for me as well because yeah, like I said, I'm used to like just working with my own track. So there's just like one guitar track and one vocal track, and that's what I'm used to. But with this, like it pushed me to be more efficient in the way that I use my DAW, my music software, in the way that I handle my tracks, which is good. And what I enjoyed about the process was a lot of things actually. Like what I enjoyed the most was, okay, I said it as a challenge just now, but it's actually like a fun challenge. Trying to capture like the MD's vision for the song and turning it into like a sound. That was like very, very enjoyable, very satisfying, especially at the end when like we get the sound that we want. And I also just like really enjoy like watching musicians like play their instruments and like vocalists like sing. Being surrounded by like creative and talented people was just like very, very enjoyable. And watching like the song come together like slowly was very, very satisfying. Some fun facts about the song. So for A Plan, the theme was like dreamy, hopeful, bittersweet. We wanted the song to sound like flowy and like dreamy. So fun fact, we didn't follow a metronome when we were recording the instruments, which is what I usually do, just cause like it makes editing easier later on. So we actually just followed the pianist's like internal dynamic tempo, just following her feeling. And I think that made the song like sound a lot more natural and more flowy. I don't know if you can see, but the blue line like here, that's the tempo of the song. So you can see that like it varies quite a lot. Yes, which I really, really liked because it contributed to the whole like flowy feeling of the song. Whereas for like Precious Time, we followed the metronome pretty strictly. It sounds a lot more like grounded in its tempo, which I actually did on purpose. Like I did it intentionally because I thought that like having this fixed like tempo contributed to the feeling of like being stuck in quarantine, because that's what the song is really about. So like routine and like yeah, just being stuck in general. Yes, and another fun fact about Precious Time actually is that keys, there's guitar and there's drums. Yeah, so I was expecting like 3 instrument tracks, but the guitarist Jesse actually sent me like 2 guitar tracks. Like it's just him playing the same thing, but he added effects on one of the tracks and no effects on the other one. So basically, one track is a guitar with an amp, and the other one is just like his raw like acoustic guitar. So that was interesting and unexpected, and I enjoyed like playing around with it because I shifted like the timing of the 2 tracks to be a bit different from each other so that it sounds like there's 2 guitarists playing. Because like the 2 tracks just sound different because of the effects. They sound like 2 completely different guitars, and I thought that was interesting. And I really liked like the variation. Like I said, the song is very grounded in the tempo, so like this textural variation was interesting to me. I panned one guitar track to the right, so it comes out more from a right earphone, and I panned the other one to the left, so that it comes out more from this side. sounding like there's two guitarists playing two different guitars on either side of you, and it made the song like sound a lot more like surround sound kind of feel. Like it just sounded fuller to me. It was kind of like a happy accident. So thanks, Jessie. That's all from me. I hope you enjoyed the two songs. If you haven't checked them out, please check them out on our social media. I think it's on SoundCloud, YouTube, Insta, like yeah, everywhere. And you can check out our website also for our other projects. Yes, thank you.